Hello, welcome to the November property market update. So what's been happening? What are the markets up to? Let's have a chat about that. I think the tide is changing slightly. We've seen Sydney and Melbourne markets, probably the top end, has just started to simmer, and it's just turning slightly into, well, if it's not a balanced market, it may in fact be or start to be a buyer's market, which means the vendors are asking for too much money. Essentially, the heat's come off in certain places, certain suburbs around the country, and indeed certain types of property. So just do your due diligence as always, but understand that the markets that you're in. Look at all the numbers that are coming to those particular open homes. Look at how long it's been on the market. Look at comparable sales in the last few months. But just, get an indication. And the biggest one that I'm seeing is agents are starting to ring us as opposed to us banging down their door. So that's a really good indicator that, hang on a minute, these buyers aren't just dropping on our doorstep. We need to go and find a buyer for this particular property. And there's a little bit of pressure to get some sales away from them before Christmas as well. So we're about 6 weeks away from Christmas. So they're wanting to wind the year up. But I think there's some really good opportunities to be had between now and then. The negotiation process is a really interesting one. We bought a property last week for a client, and we were actually the lowest bidder. What that meant, and it was best and final offers, right? But ours was the lowest number. Why that was the case and why the vendor decided to choose us is because we didn't have any clauses, but we did understand our lending conditions, and we did get a building and pest done within the 3-day cooling off period. So we still had the opportunity to pull out, but strategically placed, we had the building and pest inspection booked. So there's a tip for you. If you want to limit the clauses, just understand your brief, understand that if a low valuation comes in, that you've got the money to tip in. Obviously, worst case scenario, understand if there's a building and pest issue that you can pull out inside that cooling off period. So just be strategic in these types of markets as well. But generally, don't sit idle between now and Christmas. I said last month, the old turkey, when everyone's eating it, you need to be out and about to get the best deal possible for you. But interesting times now. I think 2022, it could be leaning back in towards the buyer's favour, which is awesome news for anyone out there looking to buy either their first home, their family home to live in, or just build on their portfolio that they've already got. Hope this finds you well. Chat soon.